The way a woman appears is almost like a fundamental approach to entice a guy, since men are often captivated by images. Many of these great early seducers were just excellent talkers, as men are naturally drawn to language and verbal aspects of communication. One of the most talented and skillful seducers of all time is Benjamin Disraeli. To start with, keep in mind that he was an English Jewish guy with black skin who rose to the position of prime minister. Imagine how unwelcome that person would be in such a nation. How on earth did he ever pull that off? He could entice the birds out of the trees because he was a charmer and seducer. Queen Victoria fell deeply in love with this dark-skinned Jewish guy after he seduced her. For Disraeli, the whole point was to give the other person the impression that they were unique and intelligent. I have a remark from the book about a woman who declared, "I thought he was the most brilliant man in England," after dining next to Gladstone. At supper, when Disraeli sat across from me, I felt like the smartest woman in England. During supper, "I thought I was the most brilliant woman in England," she said, sitting next to Disraeli. Gladstone's confrontational and pompous demeanor annoyed many. Disraeli, who gave you the impression that you were the star of the show and that you were unique and smart, enchanted everyone. Mr. Disraeli is too nice, I fear. He thinks old women are gorgeous. Well, I can't deny it in this company. The most prevalent tactic used in seduction is the distance game, which you must be skilled at. You must come across it frequently. It's common to believe that being consistently engaged, constantly sending texts, emails, and showing up will win someone over and show them too much love. You're not aware that you're making them feel uncomfortable and insecure. They're starting to appreciate you if you abruptly stop being there for 2 or 3 days. Trust me, this is manipulation. All of a sudden, people are beginning to think of you differently than as someone who is only there to satisfy them. They begin to be affected by the psychology of the seduction and begin to fantasize about you. Hence, you need to know how to establish absence and space and avoid always being in people's faces. This strategy is known as create triangles. One of the most effective seduction techniques, in my opinion, is to project desire onto someone else. It basically implies that if you see a restaurant on the street in New York or Los Angeles that seems sort of fascinating but only has one table occupied, you could think, maybe not, it doesn't seem that good. Then you go past another restaurant, which might not have had as delicious cuisine, but it was crowded. About 30 people were inside laughing, having a wonderful time and drinking. All right, let's enter. In relationships, it is the same. It is less probable that you will enter into a relationship with someone you see who is popular but lacks friends and seems to be alone most of the time. However, if you see the same person at a party and all the girls are chatting to him and all the popular people are into him, you can tell that he's attractive because of his charisma. Make yourself seem desirable to other people. This is the new lesson. It is hard for me to enter Lewis Howe's head. However, since humans are very receptive to other people's moods and can sense them, I am able to enter your headspace and experience your feelings. Thus, if I'm receptive enough, I should be able to decipher the tone of your voice, the meaning behind what you're saying, the passion behind it, and your intentions. Doors open to you on both sides as soon as I do it. Thus, when you are able to enter the spirit of others and place yourself in their shoes, the entire universe becomes available to you. The actor Errol Flynn was one of the biggest male magnets in history. I had to research Errol Flynn's influence and determine the key to success. There wasn't really anything he did. He had any defensive limbs and was entirely non-defensive. Women would comment that you were terrified of him when you entered a room with him because he was honest and non-judgmental. After spending 10 minutes in his company, all of your self-control has evaporated. They stated that because he was so at ease, he would transfer that feeling to you, making it equivalent to downing 4 martinis. Humans are not only rational creatures. We are physical beings with bodies, and our emotions and physicality react to one other's physicality. Thank you for watching Wealth Mastery, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.